And trust me, with these sort of answers only, I was able to clear the first company that came into my college, and after that, no one allowed me to sit in the placements. So, whatever I'm telling you over here is genuinely tried and tested. In most of our Indian universities, we see placements is a huge trend, especially amongst the technical students. In this video, I'm going to teach you something that probably no one is doing right on the internet, and I'm going to tell you my views on how you can make sure that you ace your interviews. Now, a little bit about myself. I've been on both sides of the interviews. I've been in a position where people have interviewed me in college, and I've been in a position where I interview almost hundreds of people every month for my company. So this thing happens a lot with me, and I've been on both the sides of the table, and it just told me so much more about the process, more than what you see and how it seems to you. There is generally a lot going on in an employer's head, and you need to understand the psychology before you go ahead and provide any such answer, right? So in this video, I'm going to be telling you about how you can answer 3 most commonly asked questions in placement interviews. Now notice that these 3 common questions are not going to be heavily technical. I'm not going to ask you about your experience in Python or your experience with linear algebra. That's not something that this video is about, right? This video is about asking the 3 most common questions, and this is something that is asked no matter which interview you go on to. It can be technical, it can be non-technical, दोनों में ही पूछा जाता है. But इस video के बाद, after this video, I'm gonna make sure that you have no doubt about any kind of question that the employer throws at you. You'll be able to understand their psychology better, and that's what this video is about. So sit back, relax, and make sure to take notes, because this is going to be important. Right, so the first question we're going to be talking about over here is, tell us something about yourself, right? And this question comes up almost everywhere you go. See, imagine if an interviewer is basically interviewing about 40-50 candidates from your class, right? Those are the shortlisted ones, and basically what is happening is every time a person is going in there with their resume, they keep the resume on the table. Now, while the employer studies the resume, they ask this question, usually, that please tell us something about yourself. Now, this is the key over here. They're not asking you about just yourself. They're asking if you are a good fit for the company. This is really the question. Don't think of this question as, tell us something about yourself, and don't start as myself, Deepak Raj, and I have been a BTech graduate in XYZ, or I'm graduating in 6 months, right? Something like that. Don't start like that, okay? Some people just start like that and they basically just finish, and you don't really understand what they said. In fact, more of it is visible on their resume. So they're not asking you for things that are already on your resume. They're not asking you to walk them through the whole resume in itself as well, but they're asking you for your fit for the company. So here are the pointers from my end. Start with some details about yourself. That is very important. For instance, hi, my name is Yash Mitra, and I've been studying information technology in GGSIPU for the last 3 years. I'm almost about to graduate in the next 6 months, and this is basically where I will start the next phase. For that, let's move on to the second pointer. So transition into how you are actually a good fit for the company. And the way you do that is by basically, showing them that you have researched the organization and the position. Now, let me give you an example, all right? Picking off from where I left off previously, we can say something like, and let me just tell you, this opportunity that we are talking about, this seems to be a great fit for the both of us. Now, the reason I say that is because if you see my past experiences, I have worked heavily on Django. And I can see that your company is working on, and you don't say your company, you say company name, right? So company name XYZ that is his company, the interviewer's company, right? Your company is working on project C with client Z. And I'm really, really excited to be a part of that. And given my previous experience, I feel that I will be a great addition to the team. And finally, you want to end with the fact that, okay, how will this role help you grow? All right, how will this role help you grow? So you can say something like, I personally believe that working at your company will help me understand how to work well in teams and at the same time manage people as well. So I'm genuinely looking forward to this opportunity. And that's it. It's as simple as that. You don't tell them about yourself. You talk more about the position and how you are a good fit. Trust me, with just this answer, you would have beaten 99% of your class. All right, maybe that's an exaggeration, but still 95% would be a pretty good mark at this point. All right, it's more than perfect. And if an applicant comes to me with such an answer, I would definitely be more inclined to hire them. The second question that we are going to be talking about is this one. This is, again, a very common question, and employers often ask this. Where do you see yourself 5 years down the line? And again, this question, it has trapped so many people because you don't understand exactly what the psychology of the employer is. What they're looking for over here is not your 5-year plan. They're not looking for you to tell them that, okay, I don't really know, because 5 years is a long time, right? They're not looking for any of that. What they're looking for is for you to tell them that you will stick to the company and you see growth by sticking in the company. That you're not going to join in and after 6 months, if you get another offer, you will leave. They want to see that you are genuinely inclined towards being in the company and being a part of the company, and you will actually stay in the company. So what you want to do is you want to show them that you see growth and potential in the company, and you see that your role, in all genuinity, will help you increase the level of your skills as from today's date, right? You will basically be improving and you will basically be climbing the ranks of the whole organization, whatever it is. So you need to essentially think of this question like this: mention how this role or this company will help you grow in the next 5 years. This is the real question behind the behind the curtains. It's never really revealed usually, and if you see on the internet, they will give you all kinds of wrong answers, but this is genuinely the psychology of the employer. So you can say something like this: personally, I have long-term plans of growing in the same field where I'm working. So basically, I would like to move towards development field only because this is the field that I have been working in for the last couple of years. I think that this is exactly what I would love to do in the next few years as well. And I personally believe that I never really get bored of the field. So developing applications and being a part of software and how it's built, all of that is my passion almost. And in the last couple of years, I think I have worked towards justifying that keyword as well. So my goal would be to again climb the ranks and continue working for the company, and at the same time keep growing as well. All right, so as simple as that. You don't want to be very complex. As simple as that. Just let them know that you're in there for the long haul and you will genuinely be a key part of the team. And trust me, you have definitely passed 99% of the class if your first two answers have been like this. Now coming on to the final question, which is again a very common question that is asked during interviews. It is, why should we hire you? Now again, the most important part over here, you have to decipher the psychology. You have to understand the question better. It's not about why should they hire you directly. It's a lot more than that. Again, over here, they are trying to see how much you have researched the company, how much you have researched the organization. And trust me, with these sort of answers only, I was able to clear the first company that came into my college. And after that, no one allowed me to sit in the placements. So whatever I'm telling you over here is genuinely tried and tested. So if you've studied the job description, what you should do is you should mention how the skills in the job description required are basically in line with your skills, or basically how you think that you'd be good in this position because of your past experiences again. And apart from that, you can mention what you stand to gain. So whatever you don't know about, whatever is being done at the company, you can use that and you can say, I'll get to learn this, right? So something like this would usually do. Again, like I mentioned, based on my past experiences, I have a pretty good experience in the Django language, and I feel that this position of backend developer will help me utilize that same experience in your company when we work with client XYZ again. What I also saw was that on the front-end side of things, Vue.js is being used, and I understand, being a backend developer, that things don't just work completely disconnectedly. You have to be a part of both the teams in some way or the other. So I think that I would get to learn a lot more about the front-end frameworks as well, and I personally feel that this would be a good fit for both of us. That's why I feel you should hire me. Okay, so as simple as that. You kept it crisp and simple. You understand the psychology of the employer. Again, very important. One more important tip that I'll give you that usually no one tells you on the internet is, if you're going for an interview, make sure that your resume caters to the job description of the company. Whatever they're looking for, change your resume accordingly. Change the theme, change the colors, change whatever you want to change. But make sure that it looks good to the employer, that they understand, okay, this is the perfect guy for us, right? And if you give all the answers in line with what I told you, I guarantee you there should be no case, unless the employer is not really looking and they've already decided on the applicant, there should be no case where you are just interviewing and you're not getting the position. All right, so with that said, I'm going to take my leave. I hope this video helped you. If it did, a lot of work went into it, so please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. There's a lot more. If you put it down in the comments below, let me know which questions you want me to tackle, and I'll make another video with those questions in them as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. For now, make sure to go ahead, hit my Instagram, because there's a lot more similar content over there, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and take care.